Hello, what's up guys? Okay, so I'm doing a deck analysis today. What I'm going to do is a deck analysis. I'm going to show you how this deck runs. And then in the next video, I'm going to play a game with it and show you how it plays out, like how it would really play out. Now, from the look of it, it doesn't look very good. Some people were like, oh, this isn't meant to play against, like, top meta deck like Necros or Burning Abyss. This is just a, fun little deck to play around on dueling network with. So the main purpose of this deck is DNA Surgery Insect Barrier. Basically what you do is you get DNA Surgery out, you change all monsters to, all monsters that enter the battlefield will become insect monsters. You want insect monsters. And then you play Insect Barrier to basically make it to where your opponent can't declare an attack, period. As long as they're, as long as DNA Surgery is out and you have Insect as the type declared, your opponent will not be able to attack, period, until they get rid of this card. So, you're going to want to run 3 of each of these, because they are the main card that you need to use. And, it's pretty consistent. I mean, in all 3 test games I've played with it, I've drawn into these 2 within the first 5 turns. So, you don't want too big of a deck, so you can make sure you get them, but, Okay, and then you're going to want Insect Neglect, because, a lot of these monsters aren't very big, so you're going to want to, especially with the, Ultimate Insect, you're going to need some time to build it up. So, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can remove from play 1 Insect monster from your graveyard and completely negate the attack. Really good card if you're running insects like this, because, just take an insect out of your graveyard, banish it, and the attack does nothing. Insect Queen I'm actually thinking about taking out, because she is not really that good. As a matter of fact, just don't even act like she's here. She's not good at all. Howling Insect, on the other hand, is a very good card. It lets you, this is probably what you're going to use to search out your Ultimate Insect level 3. There is an Ultimate Insect level 1, but don't waste your time with it, because it is a 0/0, and the likelihood of it staying on the field for more than a turn is absolute trash. So start out with a level 3 and work your way up from there. Howling Insect is basically the Insect Songbin. It will let you search out 1 insect with 1500 attack or less. So you can find your Ultimate Insect level 3, or if you really want to, you could go into, like, your, where is it? Your, Skull Mark Lady, well, no, I wouldn't go into it. Yeah, you can go into Skull Mark Ladybug if you need life points, or you can go into your Shield Worm for a wall, and when this card is summoned, if this is in your hand, we'll get to that later. Don't worry about that. Here's your main attacking line, your beatdown line. You have 3 Ultimate Insect, level 3, because, this is what you're going to need to start out with, so you're going to want the most of this. And again, you can search this out with the Howling Insect if you need to. It's a okay card. Again, you're not using level 1, so you don't get the effect on this one. But when you, if this card is on the field during your standby phase, you can send it to the graveyard and special summon Ultimate Insect level 5. And since you special summoned it with its effect, it has the effect of all of your, all monsters on your opponent's side of the field lose 500 attack while this card's face up on the field, as long as it was special summoned with Insect level 3's effect. So, not only does it have relatively good attack at 2300, you might as well say it's at 2800 because of the 500 boost it's going to get. So, it might as well be at 2800. And then, if this is, once you get this on the field, you're pretty much set. Unless your opponent has something like Rakagi or Mirror Force or something. Because, I mean, not many things can take this down, especially with how fast you can get it out. But once the next turn rolls around, you can sacrifice, or send this to the graveyard, so not sacrificing, and special summon Ultimate Insect level 7, which is basically a core version of this, except this one, if you special summon it with the level 5's effect, all of your opponent's monsters lose 700 attack, and this is at 2600. So this is a really, really good card to have out. It's, this is your main goal of the deck, is to get this monster out, along with having DNA Surgery and Insect Barrier to protect your shit while you're building everything up. DNA Surgery, Insect Barrier is a very good combo. I mean, once I've got both of them out, I pretty much, just... if they don't have a mystical Space Typhoon to destroy one of these, or Strap Dragon, it's pretty much game, because they can't touch you. They literally cannot touch you until they get rid of these cards. So I have this right here, Insect Armor with a Laser Cannon, just in case you don't draw into one of these, and you have an Insect level 3 that you don't want destroyed before it can turn into level 5. Attach this to it. It gains 700 attack, so no 4-star drop is going to be able to take it out once it gets that 700 attack boost. So that'll be 2100, and it'll be a formidable monster. Also, if you do have this, this card after you get level 7 out, you can just throw this on level 7, and, you're pretty much, yeah, you're gonna be a huge threat with that. I have 3 Insect Knight, because 1900 beats stick, 4-star, no sacrifice. Really good card. Not a lot of explanation needed. I have this, because even though it does have the drawback of if it destroys, or if it attacks, your opponent gets to draw a card, still, no sacrifice, 2400 attack. It's good for disruption. If you really want to, screw your opponent over, and just, if they have, say they start out with Alexandrite Dragon, and you don't really have anything else to take it with, this is probably going to be your best bet, if you can get into this. We have Arsenal Bug, because all monsters in this deck are bug type, so the chances of you not having a bug on the field are pretty slim. And as long as you have another insect on the field, his attack does remain at 2000. So, yeah, these level 3 and level 4s with high attack do have drawbacks, but the drawbacks are easily outweighed by the benefit they give to the deck. We have, I'm not going to pronounce that, the Worm Warrior. This is a card for if you have insects in your graveyard, you can banish one of them and special summon this card. So let's say you start out with this card in your hand, right? And you have this. Well, you can put normal summon a monster, special summon this, and then next turn sacrifice both of them to play that. You won't get the effect, but you'll still have a pretty big monster out. This card is actually really fucking good. It took down an Armored Dragon. I mean, not Armored Dragon, a fucking Stardust Dragon. Basically, once per turn, you can choose one face-up monster your opponent controls and half that monster's attack. So, very good card. I don't think I need to explain why this card needs to be in this deck. And then we have Doomdozer, which it's actually been a relatively popular card for obvious reasons. Basically, it's this card on steroids. This is a 2800 attack monster that you can special summon by banishing 2 insect monsters from your graveyard. So, it's a really good card, especially if you don't have anything to sack and you have monsters sitting in your graveyard just chilling. You can go ahead and banish them and get this thing out there for basically free. Next up we have Shieldworm. And this thing's really cool because when this card is summoned, it has to change the defense position and then send one card from the top of your opponent's deck to the graveyard for each insect monster you control. So say you have a full field of 5 insects, or 4 insects, and then you play this. Not only does it get to free switch into defense, your opponent mills 5 cards right off the top of their deck. So good unless you're playing against Light Swarm, in which case it can bite you in the ass, but... And then we have this just for life point gain. I thought it was a cool card. If it gets sent to the graveyard, you gain 1,000 life points, so... And then we have the Dark Hole. I put 2 in here because, just in case you have to wipe the field. But also, I realized if we're going to be playing DNA Surgery, and all the monsters are going to be insects, why not throw 2 Eradicating Aerosols? Because they're practically Dark Holes once all monsters are insect monsters. So you have 4 dark holes, which are limit 2. As long as you have DNA surgery out, which is a really, really cool thing. You know, that's a way to get around the dark hole limit is to pack DNA surgery, and then whatever type, you know, like say it could be anything. You could do DNA surgery eradicating aerosol in any deck. It doesn't have to be an insect deck. 1 Solomon warning, 1 bottomless trap hole, obviously. 2 dimensional prisons because I thought running 3 would be overkill. 3 Mirror Force because Mirror Force wipes your entire opponent's field, and I don't care what anyone says. Mirror Force is a good card. So that's pretty much how this deck should run. Your main goal is to get DNA surgery / insect barrier out, and then build up your insect or ultimate insect, and throw this on him. Throw the insect's armor on him. So, if you like this deck, cool, you can make it, I don't care. I'm going to upload a video of me playing with it later on, so you can see how it plays. And thanks for watching. Bye.